oh, they have that. I need to be doing this, X, Y, and Z. And
seeing something on Instagram, I'm not doing this.
Yeah,
like, no,
I'm not
man,
doing enough. And it's like, okay, yes, we have to reflect and give ourselves a pat on the back of the things we have done.
You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Mic'd Up on a Tuesday. Okay, today I'm so excited. Like, literally 16-year-old me is like geeked right now. Yo, we have Ashley Everett in the building.
Oh, that's such an intro. Thank you.
God,
Thanks for having me.
Oh my God, how are you, Ash? Good?
I'm good. I'm really good.
You look
It's
good.
a great season, and I'm happy, and I feel like I'm just thriving. I'm like,
that's how we want to do it.
Yeah.
Summer's coming, please.
Yeah, summer's coming.
This weather in LA, y'all, is ass right now.
I know,
if you're in LA,
like raining.
Like right now, it's raining.
Right now. I was like, as I'm walking up, my hair.
Oh,
like,
right, looking cute, right? So I always ask my guests, how did we meet? Do you remember how we met?
Ooh.
You probably don't remember the first time we met.
I don't think I do.
So, you know JR, when he would have us do all these crazy videos and things and jobs and whatever we were doing with JR, it was one time I did that anniversary carnival with all the people in it and all the legends and stuff. And it was you and like everybody and all these people.
That's literally the only carnival I've ever done in my
life.
Really? In my life, the only carnival. So yes. Okay, now I remember.
So literally you walk in the room and I didn't know anybody. I was like the newest person there. So of course, like
crazy.
Everybody all knows each other and everyone's like talking about all these amazing jobs they've done together, and I'm in a corner like, and then you walked in the room and I was like, ain't no fucking way Ashley Everett's in this. Like, ain't no way. But yeah, that was the first time.
Hilarious.
And then you brought your mentee to my class at Playground. And then that's when I think we got to like talk and chat it up again.
Yeah. She loved your class too,
oh
by
my
the way.
God, she's
that
so
was a great
cute.
class. I was like tempted to jump in, and I was like, I don't want to
You standing
myself.
up and getting back down and setting.
Yeah, I'm like, I just be like the auntie. Yeah.
Born and raised where?
NorCal.
Okay,
Northern
I didn't know
California. Yeah, born and
Period.
raised. And then I moved to New York when I was 16
Right.
to like pursue dance and all that, and thought I was going to be like in a company like Alvin Ailey or whatever, and swept up with
Life.
Beyonce at 17. Yeah,
Boom.
life, exactly.
That's amazing. So wait, NorCal, what were you always gonna move to New York, or was that just like a later on thing in your life that you thought about?
I mean, I feel like, so I started going to summer intensives when I was like 12.
Period.
Yeah, just
Summer
to like
intensives.
expand and all that. And I like grew so much every time I would go. The first one I went to was Dance Theater Harlem in New York at 12 years old.
Come
and it just
on.
like helped me thrive. NorCal is not very colorful.
Yeah.
So like being around just like everyone who looked like me was so inspiring, and then just opened my eyes up. I grew so much every summer. So eventually it was like, okay, like, what's it called? Save Last Dance and freaking, all the films, Center Stage were out, and I'm like, these are my dreams.
This is
like,
it.
Literally,
This
this
is me.
is it. Juilliard, like, yeah, this is me.
This
literally.
is me. Yeah.
This is me. So New York just like felt natural after like going to summer intensives and stuff like that. So yeah, 16 like was kind of the point where my family was like, we think you've outgrown your home studio.
Wow.
You need to evolve.
That's so funny. We had a very similar story. I didn't even know that because I did the same thing. I did all the New York intensives, like the BDC intensive.
Yeah.
Like there was all these intensives that I was doing. And literally, I'm from Miami, Florida, so it's totally different from New York.
Yeah.
But like the fact that there was people that looked like me and that they were so incredible and they had a career in dance, I was like, oh, I need to be over here.
I see this. Yeah.
No shade.
And then when I moved to New York, I went to Alvin Ailey, and I was like, I'm about to be the next star of Alvin Ailey, the company. Like literally, that was like my dream. I was like, I want to be like Linda Sims and like all these people. I loved them. Yeah, so much. And it's crazy. I auditioned for Juilliard. I made it into Juilliard. And that was the same year that I went on tour with Beyonce.
Period.
At my senior year of high school. Beyonce accepted in Juilliard, had to choose between like staying on tour or going to Juilliard. I was like, oh, it's crazy.
I love that.
crazy.
That's an amazing start.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you always know you wanted to be a dancer when you were a kid?
Yeah.
You knew.
I started dancing when I was like 2,
Okay.
and I just like, I was like, I don't see anything else.
What else? Yeah.
Yeah, what else?
That's major. That's so
Literally.
major. And like studio life, like you did the whole studio thing. Did you do
Studio
competition?
life, I did competitions.
Period.
I was also doing nutcrackers
Period.
and ballets.
Shout out to the Nutcrackers, man. They shape
know,
you.
right?
They make you who you are for real.
Yeah,
Yep,
truly.
Yep. I love that. Okay, so professional life and Ailey life, right? Like Ailey life, you didn't even really get to experience like much of the Ailey life.
Not much.
Like you got snatched right away.
Yeah, I spent like a year and a half at Ailey, and I was like so inspired. I loved it, but went to an audition with Beyonce, literally 17.
That Frank would love to have at those at Ailey because he loved to have those auditions at Ailey.
That's where he like saw me. He saw me in the hall in my leotard and tights, and he was like, "You're so beautiful. Like, do you do other things besides ballet? Obviously, you do ballet." And I was like, "Yes, I do everything. I do jazz, tap, modern, like
I can cook.
hip hop. What do you want?" Like, yeah, literally. And he brought me in the room, and they were rehearsing for the Deja Vu, like when she wore the banana skirt. Yeah, that whole era.
Which Blue is now eating. So please,
I
stop.
know.
Don't piss me off.
And I'm like,
Don't piss
oh
me
my!
off.
And she looks like
Isn't it weird? It's probably so weird for you.
It is so weird.
It's probably so
and
weird
I'm like,
for you.
Okay, like
life, man.
Yeah, life.
That's
full
so
circle.
Cool. That's so awesome.
It's so crazy.
So you're like literally like a Lifetime movie. Like you're walking in the hallway, you're leotard and tights. Frank Gatson says, "Who are you?" Like,
yep. And I think Julius was standing out there too, because there was a big security guy. I didn't know him at the time, but yeah, I'm like, oh, now Julius looking back, like crazy.
That's an amazing story. What did your like parents say when you called them and told them?
Oh my gosh. I mean, my mom's always been like my biggest supporter. She was the one who like pushed me to even go to this audition and stuff. She's like, girl, you never know. You never know. That's always been her thing. And I'm like, I guess you're right. Okay. You never know. And she's been right many times.
Amazing.
So they're like, see?
Told you,
like
right?
literally, they're like, see? Told you. Exactly.
And at the top level too, because like, I mean, even now, obviously, but then too, like Beyonce was the person to go on tour with for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, I was too skinny back then, so that was just a different life for me. But no, man, that was dope. Like, I love that. What does your family do, by the way? Like,
my family's in like real estate. I come from like a real estate family.
My family's in insurance.
Oh, okay.
They don't know nothing about this, but they're so supportive too.
They don't know anything about this. Yeah, we didn't know about agents, anything. Like, my mom's just like, just go to auditions. And I'm like, can we be specific about it at least? Like, I don't want to sing. Okay, so.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, so did you do Broadway
auditions?
Period. Yeah,
I mean, it helped me grow and, open up my, I guess, get over like nerves and get used to no's and just get used to that. And
ain't nothing like a New York audition, boy. Listen, LA auditions obviously are scary too, like we know that, but a New York audition,
I know New York is way more intimidating.
Bitches are technical. Like they sing, they
and
act,
then everyone's
they dance.
Like,
you're in the other room in the waiting room, you're like,
yes,
what?
It's so intimidating. You're like, okay, can I get a kickball change, please? Like, yikes.
Y'all want to see my Instagram real quick?
Yeah, no, for real. It's a lot.
Okay, so you've had an extremely extensive career as a dancer. We know this. We're going to talk about that too. But I want to talk about your career in commercials. Let me tell you something. Ashley Everett gonna book a commercial.
Period.
Thank you.
No,
like period.
Yeah,
like
I love
lead
doing
girl in commercial type shit. Like that's like, and if you don't know, that is very lucrative, and that is what as a dancer you want. You want to have a career where you don't have to work as hard and like just get a lot of money.
A little smarter, not harder.
Period. Could you talk about that? Like just how you started getting into that, or if there was a transition from dance into that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've always been like, I feel like a commercial girl. Image, performance. Period. Like I know that's
your
part
strengths.
of my brand.
Your strengths,
I just know that's part of my brand. So I've always been like, give me a Crest commercial, give me a hair commercial, give me makeup, whatever. So early on with Beyonce, actually, I did a L'Oreal commercial, and that like. I booked that commercial. That was back in the day too, when commercials were even paying like more than now, And that commercial bought me my Mercedes when I moved to LA in 2010. Did that L'Oreal commercial, and I was like, ooh, this is like an amazing world. And I saw that early on in my career. Yeah. So I've always like kept that in the back of my mind, or tried to incorporate, as many commercials as I can throughout my dance career when I'm not on the road or whatever.
Right.
And then like, pandemic hits and like we're all staying home and stuff. And I'm like, okay, finally I have some time to like lean into these things that I've wanted to do more. So I'm like getting my commercial agents, leaning into social media, like doing all these other things. And that's like what has definitely like made me lean in more to the commercial side of things.
I tell people that too. I was like, I know COVID was obviously a terrible, terrible event, but like, it did make us all sit down and reevaluate which way we're going.
What are we doing? Yeah.
I don't want to dance behind somebody for the rest of my life. That's just not my journey.
Literally. So I've said that from the beginning too. When Single Ladies came out, I was like, I love this, but you're not going to see me doing this when I'm 40 years old, guys.
Period, though. And that's a real conversation that people get a little weird about having. You love dance. We love this, and this is our life. But like at the same time, we want a better life. And if dance like that paid better and had better benefits and all that stuff,
totally,
I'm sure we'd stick around a little longer.
Absolutely.
But as of right now.
But it just unfortunately is not like that at this stage. And it's like just choosing self.
Yes.
And I love to like be an employee and be under someone else's, you know, authority and being told what to do. I love that. But I also love to like work for myself on
Ashley
my terms.
Everett. Yeah.
Make my own schedule in life and things. So
that's really admirable too. And a lot of people get so scared to do it because it's like, well, what if I fail? But I mean, at least if you fail, then like you keep going. You try again.
I know. I think people are either the ones who take the risk or the ones who choose safety.
Yeah. Future plans, acting a little.
I've been saying I want to like do more acting. So the more I say it out loud, I feel like it's gonna force me to like you know actually hold myself accountable. So acting, I would love to. Hosting, podcasts, eventually.
Look for Ashley's podcast coming soon.
Yeah, period.
No, you should, because you're so good at it too.
Thank you.
And I mean, you could just stand there and obviously say nothing and still be great at it.
Thank you. I've definitely gotten more comfortable with using my voice.
Really? It's hard, right?
Something that came naturally in the beginning. We're used to using our bodies to speak. So, you know, and especially too, I feel like growing up like under NDAs.
Yeah, bro,
it was like,
how many have you signed in your life, you think?
I can't even tell you. And then like so many, I feel like just like roll over, you know, it's just like expected.
Just don't say shit.
Like, and obviously I know and I get it. And that's why I've been able to maintain relationships and things the way I have, you know. But it was terrifying in the beginning. You're like, what can I say? You know,
because at that point you're the girl. Like everyone's like, oh, Beyonce, Ashley, like, and you couldn't say anything. You had to keep it very like, you know, cute
and tight. And really, it's just, I mean, I'm not here to talk about her and her personal business. So like, I just keep that out of it.
That's so smart.
Yeah,
and I wish more dancers understood the power of that and like keeping things to yourself to maintain a relationship. And there's also media training that we don't get. Like we don't get it.
I mean, these artists aren't even getting it anymore now, and it shows a lot in some things. So it's crazy how times have just changed.
Absolutely.
Like that,
Debbie was at the Met Gala last night. Debbie Allen.
I know.
Just like, first of all, Debbie Allen at the Met Gala, like
I know, and just Debbie Allen.
One. But then like you know how Debbie is. She's all over the place.
She's so great.
A reporter stopped her and like asked her a question about like, why is this theme so important? And when I tell you, Ashley, she turned around and like everything just sat and she just spoke with such elegance. I'm like, that's the shit we don't get as dancers.
Exactly, we don't.
And when we are asked a certain question, like we've all seen it. We've seen dancers just go like, and it's like, dang, like. I really wish that was implemented. I guess where would it be in schools? But I don't know. You know what I mean? Like
I don't know either. I feel like we have to self-teach ourselves by like studying other people and
Actually, if y'all doing these mentorships, give them some media training. That's another story, though.
That, for real.
That's another story, though.
This is part of it. Do some stuff like this.
Yes, interview, literally. Because when you get, like, I did a Nike campaign, and I got to talk to all these different reps from Nike and all these different athletes, and I literally had to say to myself, "What are you going to say? How are you going to speak? How are you going to sound? How do you want to sound?"
And do a little research.
Do a little research.
So we don't go in super blind.
Okay, so we know you've had a lot of moments that have made you feel big and like amazing. Talk about a moment that made you feel small in your career.
Ooh, I feel like I've had a lot of those, honestly. Really? I mean, and those aren't the things that we like post online.
Ever, right?
Of course. Ever. But there's been a lot of moments like that.
Yeah.
Ooh. Make me feel small. Oh my gosh.
I know, it's such a weird question, but I was like, I feel like she would be a really good person to answer that.
Yeah.
Being so celebrated and all that stuff. And again, let's be real, we are Black people in the entertainment industry. No matter what level you get to, it's still hard.
Okay, so I'll say one example that made me feel pretty small. I was like, wow, this is crazy. I wasn't included in something by being told I wasn't Black enough.
Crazy.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, interesting. But there's like lighter people in it than me, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. Is it because I'm mixed?
Like, then it gets personal at that point.
Yeah, it gets personal because there's like other lighter people, but like, and I'm like, oh, weird. That made me feel very small.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and did you experience that a lot in the industry, like colorism and just like because? And I'm sure from like people who are like. You got it both ways, I'm sure. Like, oh, Ashley, but then, oh, Ashley. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, both
I've been,
ways.
like, too light. I've been not dark enough. I've been, too dark for other things. too curly, you know, whatever it is. Like
me and the hair department are always beefing. And you know, because you've done a lot of like TV stuff too, like in the TV world, bro.
Oh my God. It is insane.
So what are we going to do with that?
Yeah.
Like,
it's insane.
What?
I know. And I show up with my hair done for
because I don't want to deal with this.
Because I don't want to deal with it. And then you still like don't know what to do. Got a weird comment, mess it up. Yeah. And then I have to like fix it. Like, it's just crazy. And it's so insane that like people still don't know how to do all hair textures and all
makeup
colors. Yes.
Yo,
all makeup.
I did the Today Show one time. I went on screen gray. My mom literally called me and said, I don't know if you want to watch this. And I was like, what do you mean? She goes, your whole face is gray. She
just like noticed right away. Huh?
It's like,
and you didn't want to say anything probably because you were just like.
At this point, I think I was even like, it was like a new camp. I don't even remember who it was with, but then it was just
probably
like,
so early on and you just probably didn't even know.
And it's 6 a.m. So like, you know, child, you're not looking.
Yeah, it's but it's crazy. So real. It's so real.
It's so
Still,
real.
To this
Still to this day, it's so
and
real.
I really think one day, I've been saying this too, I'm like, one day we need to be compensated for doing our own hair and preparation at home before the professionals do it. So like, you know how we get $25 or whatever we wear on shoes or jacket or something? Give us our $500 for doing our hair.
Getting our hair done, getting ready. Yeah, man,
that is a 3-hour process, okay? Like,
what is the rule? Because I was asking somebody, what is the new rule about the hair for like if you ask somebody to take their hairstyle out and then you put it back? Like, isn't there something new about that? I don't know,
but there should be.
Yeah.
There absolutely should be.
Because the amount of girls that have had to change their hairstyles and then like they're just stuck with whatever they're stuck with.
I came one time, I asked about hair preparation one time for a shoot and they were like, oh, you're going to be in wigs. And I was like, okay, I'll come prepped for a wig. And the day before I was like this at rehearsal. So they were like, oh, your hair's so beautiful, whatever. But I was like, what are we looking like tomorrow? You're going to be in wigs. Okay, cool. Get to set. They're like, oh, we thought your hair was going to be the same as yesterday. I said, you told me we're doing wigs. Oh, the wigs are later in the day. We're doing a segment with your real hair first. You didn't tell me that. You didn't tell me that. This is why I came with a bun.
No email, like, no nothing. Like,
had to do a whole wash and go and then had to freaking re-slick it back for the wig later.
You had to do a wash and go on set?
On set.
Iconic.
Do my own too because they didn't know what they were doing.
Y'all don't know how to do it, so don't.
And I'm the only one who can do it as fast as you need right now. Crazy.
It's so crazy, the shit that we go through, man. Ooh.
It's insane.
What do you think your X factor was when you were auditioning as a dancer?
As a dancer?
Yeah.
I mean, so I think the things that I've always like that have always benefited me have been the fact that I mentioned the Nutcrackers and the competitions and stuff.
They love that, I'm sure.
Yeah, that has just been something that I tell even my mentees. I'm like, just be as diverse as you can.
Yes.
You don't have to be a professional African dancer and a professional pop and locker and a freaking heels girl.
No.
You know, but like try it, take it all, like educate yourself in it because it's just going to open up more doors. And
be comfortable in it too. Like when we watch you, like, oh yeah, she cool, she got that. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, and then the technique, you know, I feel like has always benefited here and there too.
And wait, how tall are you?
I'm 5'7".
She's 5'7", y'all. She's
but tall. I look taller than that with my hair, and I have long legs. So
that's so great. If I was a girl at an audition with you, I'd be like, oh my God, Ashley.
But I was always like so tall for so many jobs. That's why Beyonce like fits so well because she wanted tall girls and. We just worked so much and consistently and it was great. But like literally so many other people I worked with, Neo, Usher, like if I'm in a heel, I'm tall. Like, you know.
Too tall.
It starts
that's so crazy. Yeah.
And then all other women, I mean, they're all tiny. Except for like Rihanna.
Right. No, literally, yeah.
Who else?
Meg.
Yeah, Meg Thee Stallion now, yeah.
No, really, though. So that's why the TV commercial world worked perfect because, like, you could just be tall, long, and gorgeous. Okay.
Yeah.
Choreography. Have you ever thought about choreographing?
I know everyone, like, says that. I mean, I've never like loved choreographing.
Really?
I'm like, just give me the steps.
That's what Lark said. Lark said the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. Lark is very much the same. We've talked about this. We're like, but she does now. She teaches,
and
like,
she
and
eats,
she's
so
great,
I'm like,
and she's amazing. Yeah, I'm like, go ahead, girl. I still don't feel that, but I love this for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't like felt that in my soul. I just don't feel like the passion for it. I obviously can and will if necessary, but
for
like
job purposes, but if you don't feel it, you don't feel it. And I don't think that means that it has to be the next step for dancers. I don't think that that's just like the path that's written. You could,
and if we're really honest, choreographers go through a lot of the same bullshit that dancers go through. So it's like,
and we don't get residuals to go through it,
and you're not even on camera to even get the residuals.
We don't even get the residuals,
later.
babe. Nope.
Yeah.
And it's also so crazy too because again, I think everyone's a choreographer now, right? Like you look online and you're just like, oh, more and more and more and more and more and more and more. Mm-hmm. But I think it's so cool now, at least in the industry, we're seeing certain people have very strong voices, and it reads to everybody. So it's so cool to see that.
I love it. I'm here for all of the voices, the choreographers. I'm supporting on the sidelines, for real. And like, I'm with it.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Something you wish you knew at 18 that you know now.
I mean, I definitely wish I knew that things weren't like as personal as like what they feel like sometimes, but I learned that pretty quick too. Something else. There's so many things.
There's so many things, right? No, same for me
but
too.
I'm like a brain fart right now.
With that camp that you were in at 18, I mean, we all know Frank. We've seen the clips of Frank. How was it being so new to this commercial industry and dealing with that kind of energy with that kind of high stakes job?
With Frank?
Yeah.
I mean, Frank pulls out like the greatest in everyone.
And no shade, that's just the truth.
He really does. Even though the process might be crazy and wild and a roller coaster, he really does. And we call him a witch because he sees this magic in people that we don't even know we have or see for ourselves just yet. But he like really pulls it out of everybody.
I totally agree.
I don't know. I've always been like a sponge and just like love to learn and observe and then perform and execute as best as I can. So I just soaked it all up.
You were good. Because me and Deanna Matos were talking about that last week with Danielle Polanco. Like, is that everyone's teaching style? No. But is she going to bring the greatness out of you? 100%.
Yeah. And I didn't take a lot of it personal. Yeah. I'm like, okay, this is making me better. Like some people would be like, oh, I don't know how you deal or how do you guys, deal with this? And I'm like, I don't know.
I just take it in, yeah.
And you know what
exactly. You take it for what it is. You know it's not a personal dig at your character. Mm-hmm. This is about this. This is about the professional, the picture, the who you are as an artist. Like it's dope. I'm one of those people that feels like tough love is a little bit needed still in the industry.
I'm like that too. And I can be like the tough love friend in my friend groups. And then like people's feelings get hurt. And I'm like, well, do you want the honesty or do you want me to lie in your face?
Because what's the point of telling me for me to lie to you? What's the point?
What's the point?
Yeah.
Are we really friends?
Yeah. For real. How many cities have you ever lived in?
Have I lived in?
Yeah.
My hometown, Chico.
Period.
New York and LA.
LA, just 3.
Yeah.
Anywhere else you would move, you think?
I feel like I could live in like London, Paris, maybe.
I just went to London for the first time 3 weeks ago.
For the first time?
Which is crazy, I know, but like, I don't know how like just life. I think also I'd said no to some things that were in London too. Just, I think out of like, sometimes we just say no because we're like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But this time when I went.
Fell in love.
It's like New York, but clean.
Yeah. I know.
So much to do, so much fashion, so much like fun stuff. Like, I love it.
But then also I've been to like Bali and like Costa Rica, and I'm like, I could live here too.
Those are great. Those are great. It'd be hot as hell, but those are great.
I know. It does get hot.
Okay, so you went to go see the Cowboy Carter tour the other night. I saw what like.
Have you seen it yet?
Oh no, but I haven't seen it yet. But
are you planning?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna fly somewhere though to see it.
Got it.
I want to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
I want to go somewhere in the South, like where they have the outfits.
Yeah,
on.
it's gonna be good. Like maybe Texas.
That's what I think I want to do. How was that experiencing that from this side and just like seeing it?
So this is now my second Beyonce concert ever.
Period.
Renaissance is my first.
Yes. She's seen Beyonce twice, y'all.
I've seen Beyonce as an audience member twice. I know, it's so crazy. But I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. It was really nice. Did you see that me and Hannah went together?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah,
That's
so we got
cool.
to like watch it together. This was now like her first time being on this side of things, and she had a baby and all that. So it was really nice just to experience that together and just see like this next generation and blue and roomy now and just all of these, like, there's like dancers up there who I mentored, you know, and stuff. And I'm like, oh
Kendall
my God,
being
I
grown
remember
is
you.
crazy.
Yeah.
Kendall being grown is crazy.
It's crazy. Idalis, you know Idalis?
Crazy.
I remember when she first came
New York.
in. Yes, she did a gig with me and Hannah, and we were like taking her to a bar, and she couldn't get in. And it was so funny. We're like, sorry, girl, you got to go back to the hotel. Like, so dumb,
No,
right?
man, it's amazing. And you can just tell, too, that, like, everybody is where they're supposed to be. Like, it just looks so, like...
Joya, I feel like Joya, like, obviously manifested this.
She
like,
did.
For her entire... And Zach.
Oh, my God.
And he's in now, finally, because he was injured the night I went.
I heard.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he's in.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. Like, the thing about... And this is for people, I think, at home who want these big opportunities. Like, there is no more... You're not right for it anymore, which is really cool, I think, to see, especially in artists like Beyonce, who at one point, we all know, we could be honest, there was a look, there was an aesthetic, there was a thing. 100%. And now the fact that more artists are just open to like people, like
everything.
It's just dope.
Yeah.
SZA 2, I saw SZA 2 where it's a bunch of different types, a bunch of different body types.
Really? I plan
amazing.
on seeing it. I haven't seen it yet. I want to.
It's what we need in the industry, honestly.
Absolutely.
For us, that's more so than for y'all, but for us, that's dope.
Yeah, it's really nice and beautiful. It was such an entertaining concert too, and just like so impressive. Obviously, the production and the content. Ugh,
crazy,
amazing. Yeah,
nobody will ever understand, obviously, the relationship that you and Beyonce have. But if you could put it in one word, what would it be? Just like one word to describe it.
One word. Mm-hmm. One word is very hard.
I know.
I mean, I'd probably sum it up maybe in like a mentor, sister, boss, friend.
Right. Just like all of the things.
Mentor, sister, boss, friend.
Mentor, sister, boss, friend. That's period. No, hey, that's a great relationship to have.
Yeah.
You learn a lot.
Yeah.
Laugh a lot. Have fun.
Yeah. Went
sometimes
through
go through
a lot,
shit.
grew together.
Period.
Like, yeah, went through different life stages together, but it was definitely a work relationship, you know.
Which is good. We were talking about that too.
Together.
We were talking about that too with I think Claudia. So as a dancer, right? Everyone wants to be the artist friend. That's like the thing.
I know. Everyone wants to be the best friend.
Everyone wants to be the best friend.
It's so crazy.
But we've also seen that backfire like a lot of times.
It usually does. Yeah.
99.9999% of the time.
Yeah, because you can't usually work with your best friends too. So
that's a really good way to put it. You never usually work with your best friends.
No. So then eventually, like, the friendship, it starts working and then the friendship comes more. One of them's gonna, you know.
There has to be a boundary.
Usually.
Yeah. So the fact that did you always know at a young age, like, I need to keep this professional, like, because you know, you being so young, I'm sure you were like down to just like latch on and like cling on, but
but I am just like naturally professional, and I'm also kind of like how you said in the room when you came to the carnival rehearsal. I'm like that too, like the quiet observer, you know, like first. And when my first year, I was the youngest, obviously, and everybody else is 25 and in the industry. Cliff McGee was on my first tour. Tyrell Washington. So Brian Tanaka was on like one of the second tour that I did, you know, so everybody was like already in the industry. So I'm watching and learning, and I see some people trying to be the friends, and I see it all. I'm watching it, you know. So
that was me too. I was the same exact way because I was always the youngest in the room. So I was like, let me just see how people move.
Yeah.
And I'm not necessarily like an outgoing person, like to like jump in a room and start making jokes and all that stuff. So I was definitely like, let me see how people move and let me see how the artists and all that stuff reacts to that. But
also, like, Beyonce is very professional too. Like, that is her life. Her father and parents have, like, you know, trained her from, he had her on the treadmill running and singing at, you know, 12 or whatever. So like, she's trained for this professional life too. And everything she does is work-based, pretty much, you know. We've had moments too where we'll go to the club or something, like back in the day, and she's like, I want to go to the club, and then she's like, I can't go to the club. What am I thinking? Like, what? You guys go have fun, like, you know.
Got it. Getting ready. I can't go to the club.
Like, I can't go to the club. I'm Beyonce.
I can't go to the club.
We're like, yeah, girl.
All right, girl. We'll see you tomorrow.
And then the friends go, and then our boss stays. You know, like, so.
I like that. That's really cool. Single, dating.
No, I have a man.
Ooh.
Yeah. We've been together 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah, pretty solid. Pandemic really like solidified things.
It'll do it.
And yeah.
That's amazing.
We're good. We got 2 dogs.
What kind?
Bullies.
Oh yeah, best.
Yeah,
I have 2
snorty,
Frenchies, so I get it. I get it.
Mixes of Frenchies.
What is the ideal date night for you guys? Like, what's like if you guys are just like, oh, we have the time, we have the night, we can do whatever we want. What is like the ideal date?
I mean, something ideal for me is like definitely staying home and doing nothing, so I can do that. But also, I mean, we like to do stuff, but we're not the, we're low key. We be chilling,
man.
Yeah.
I don't need to go to no activities, child. We don't got to go to other. We can just sit right.
Yeah, we can
here.
sit right at home with the dogs.
Yo, your couch ad kept coming up on my Instagram.
God, that couch ad is
it made me want to get the couch because I love couches because I sit on them a lot. So I was like, this looks like, and the dog, the protective one or whatever.
I know. And then you can wash everything, like literally.
That's major.
It's very
That's influencing you guys.
I know.
Is he a dancer, not a dancer?
No, he's a personal trainer.
Oh well.
So that
you won that round.
Explains a lot of my fitness and like
dope.
Just choosing health and wellness lifestyle now.
That's
like
perfect.
He's a big influence of me in that. So
got a personal trainer in the crib.
Like, a live-in personal trainer. I know. I'm like, I tell everybody, I'm like, you guys, who you date needs to benefit you in more than one way. Okay, not just sleeping with you and whatever.
No, child, because
they need
sex,
to
who
do
cares?
something.
Like, please make me better.
Yeah, make me better.
I love that.
Yeah, so he's great. Live in accountability, but he doesn't like put any pressure on me. Honestly, I'm just like inspired by him.
But even just being around it is gonna make you like, shit, you getting up, I'll get up too. Like,
yes, let me get up, let me go work out. You're going at 5 a.m, I'll go at 7.
I'll go at 7.
Yep.
How'd you guys meet?
We met through a mutual friend.
Nice.
They went to college together. He and I met through the industry, and he was like, come work out with me. Like, I have a trainer. And, and so, yeah, he was like my trainer for a while. He was so professional.
Love it.
And I was like, you just come hang out. I like invited him to a friend's show or something. And finally he like came and hung out and we like got to know each other a little bit more.
Yeah.
But he was so like professional.
He did it the right way. That's cool.
He's from North Carolina. He's like, like very
good
respectful.
Southern boy. Yeah.
Yep. So he was like, I'm just a trainer. I'm just here to work. I'm like, you can come hang out with me. It's fine. And here we are.
5 years later.
That's 5 years later with dogs.
With 2 dogs. And any plans to, you guys, do you guys have a place out here? Do you plan on moving anywhere? Are you staying here?
I bought my condo here in 2019.
Shut up.
Thank
Congrats.
you.
That's big, y'all.
Thank
Dancers
you.
buying homes.
Yes,
That's big.
yes,
it's very big.
It is big.
Very big.
So I don't know. I don't know like where
I know,
we
same.
will settle because I'm not necessarily opposed to going somewhere else.
Yeah.
But work and stuff is here. We couldn't have done this if I was somewhere else.
I know.
I mean, I guess we could have planned it and I could have,
That's what sucks. So I feel the same way. Because I bought my place in 2022.
Period.
Thanks.
Where are you at?
I'm on like next to Beverly Center.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so over there.
Over here.
Where are you at?
I'm in the Valley,
Nice.
Valley Village.
Yeah.
Like Studio City.
But hey, you get space.
Yeah.
Not expensive like that.
Yeah.
I mean, still expensive as
mean,
fuck. Let's
it
be
is.
real, but not as bad.
Investment.
But like, it's just like, it's so to have your own shit as a dancer, man.
so
To
nice.
own.
It's just to own. Yeah.
To own. When my mother read me for filth, she said, so you're just going to keep paying this rent every month and just like throwing
your
it
money down the drain.
that you're never going to get back.
That's coming from my real estate family. They were big on investing
Yeah.
pretty early on. So I actually bought my first property in 2014 up in my hometown.
Okay.
I have like a house up there that I rent out. It's
Nice.
just like a rental property and it's great.
Smart.
And then finally was able to like
What?
get something here.
Please,
too.
you got real estate parents, you got a personal trainer boyfriend, like, and you're pretty.
We are trying.
She won.
Thank you.
She won at life, bro.
Oh, thank you.
And she's best friends with Beyonce. Can you imagine?
I know, best friends with Beyonce. Going to have dinner with her tonight.
No, man, that's really cool. That's really inspiring too.
Thank you.
The way you set up your life is the way it's gonna. You know what I mean? Like,
Sometimes we need to hear it back too, because we be like chasing and on this, like I don't have and I need this and they have that. I need to be doing this X, Y, and Z. And
seeing something
like,
on Instagram, I'm not doing this.
Yeah,
like, no,
I'm not
man,
doing enough, and it's like, okay, yes, we have to reflect and give
Yeah.
ourselves a pat on the back of the things we have done and
that
what we
you've
have
put in a
accomplished.
lot of work for too. Honestly,
Absolutely, and earned.
Okay.
Earned.
Were you a big class taker when you moved to LA? Like after you got off the road?
Oh my God, no.
No, I was gonna say, it was probably hard.
No, I have not been a class taker since I lived in New York.
Right. 18. Don't
say like the age.
No,
but literally,
Lark said the same shit. Lark was like, child.
Literally, I was just like working, and then I would be like, take class for what?
I mean, you're learning from some of the best in the industry on the job anyway, so why not?
And I would take like friends class if they invited me, but
Yeah. But, show up late, don't do groups.
One carnival, and then I'm like, okay, I'm good.
That was good. We did it, right?
Yep,
we
did it.
Period.
Check, and done.
All right, you're casting for a music video. This is a dream scenario. Casting for a music video. You get to pick 4 dancers, past or present. You get to pick a choreographer, and you get to pick a director.
Oh my gosh, this is so like on the spot.
I know.
Crazy.
Tough.
Okay.
Anybody, any dancer ever in life.
Oh wow, crazy. You keep saying Lark, so honestly, I would probably say Lark.
There.
Love Lark. Casting her. And then it's so funny. I just got off a trip actually with my friend Maria Foti. Do you remember her?
Oh my God, I love Maria.
And her and Lark are like besties.
Please,
but like,
great.
The best of bookends.
Great bookends. I see that.
Okay. And then I'm probably throwing in a Bianca.
Woof.
Bianca, because she's short down there with them.
Mm-hmm. Need that.
Ooh, and then maybe some young, fresh energy with some Joya. Okay. And they're all
great.
young. They're all like shorter.
This is great.
So
Somebody
those are
call.
the girls.
Okay, choreographer.
Okay. I'm probably going to say Chris Grant.
Period.
Because I've obviously worked with him so much. He's like my brother, and we literally like feel like Michael Jackson lives in his soul.
Yeah.
So
he does. I'm going to say he does, honestly.
Yeah, truly. There's like no one like him.
Mm-mm.
So, yeah. Give a little Michael Jackson, Chris Grant in there.
I love that. Ooh. And then
we'll sprinkle in some Frank Gatson for a little extra creative direction.
Hey, move this. Yeah. Okay, cool. Director.
Oh my gosh. Ooh.
I think I know who you're going to say.
Who do you think?
I think I know who you're going to say. I could be wrong though, but I think I know who you're going to say.
I'm probably going to say... I don't know.
No.
Wait, I can't remember his name right now. Who directed Single Ladies? But we worked with him a lot. James? We're gonna have to look
that up. But I thought you were gonna say either Dave Meyers,
love him,
or Hannah Lux.
Love Hannah Lux. Love Dave Meyers. I've worked with both of them a couple times.
Yeah.
Hannah Lux more recently. And it's actually so funny that you say that. Mm-hmm. I'm glad you reminded me of her. Mm-hmm. Love Hannah Lux. She inspired me so much when I worked with her, and I was like, I feel like I could do this. Like, add this onto like my goals list.
Seriously.
Because and especially after content creating and stuff now too. I'm like,
I know. It's a different brain. It's a totally different brain.
Yeah.
Lux, Yeah, that was good. Love her. Okay, finish the lyric. Now we have our favorite segment called Finish the Lyric. I'm going to ask Ashley a lyric, and she has to finish it.
Oh, yikes.
Here we go. Come in the club, shaking my dreads. I can't sing it, because if I sing it, you're going to know the song.
I don't recognize it by the lyrics. So good. Oh my God, I'm about to embarrass myself.
No. Trust me. Literally. Aaliyah didn't even know a Beyonce one. She was like, what is that?
Come in the club, shaking my dreads.
Old song.
Lil Jon.
That era. People do this to it a lot. Come in the club, shaking my dread, throwing these bowls, busting these heads. Nuck if you buck.
Nuck if you buck. See, I don't even know the lyrics except for Nuck if you buck.
Yeah. Usually you're just like wild at the party anyway.
See, I don't know any of those lyrics, honestly. That's hilarious. Okay, love that song though.
Boom. Now we have our segment called Spill the Tea, where I ask Ashley some tea and she tells me if it's tea or not tea. So you got proposed to on stage with Beyonce. It was a huge moment for you. Yeah. And then after that, we kind of didn't really see the aftermath of what happened with that. What's the tea? What's the tea?
The proposal was the beginning of the end, baby. Yeah, that was a proposal done for him, not me. But it took me a while to process, register all of that. But it definitely was the beginning of the end. Everything started trickling down, falling apart after that. And I was like, great, this is exactly who I do not need to be married.
Yeah, and good to know too.
Absolutely.
So you think it was a grand gesture just for his ego more than anything?
Yeah, literally as soon as it happened, he was like, we went viral. Yes, we got to capitalize off of this. And I said, this is exactly what you
And you
wanted.
saw all of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And First of all, it wasn't planned. We didn't talk about it. I was literally like shocked. I was looking at Julius like, who allowed this? Who allowed this? Like, who allowed this? Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me? Literally, security. Like, security. Why is he up here? For real. I was livid. I was livid.
Real
Not looking back.
like what's, because and especially if like we've all been there where our partner wants to make a decision that's so ridiculous and you're like, we're not ready for that. Like that's not where we are. No. And to do it on that kind of scale, like at your job,
at my job, in his hometown with his whole family in the stands. Where's my family? Where are my people?
Oh, nowhere. So you peeped it from the beginning.
Yeah.
What's your sign?
Aries.
Oh, yeah.
Fire. What's yours?
Leo.
Oh.
I'm a triple Leo.
Triple Leo.
So you saying and knowing him and knowing that, I can see what that is.
Yep.
That all makes sense now.
Yep.
Interesting.
Wild, right?
Very wild.
Yeah. Even the speech, if you like go back and watch, it's like, you say I never do grand things for you. I never say that. Not right now. I never say that. I literally never said that. What are you talking about?
Were you like, in the moment, I don't know if you remember, but were you like, what the fuck?
I was, yes. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? And also, if you watch back, I never say yes. I go,
stop it.
I go like this, cringe, like, get Ashley, off. Are we done? Like this.
Stop.
I swear. Because I thought back later and I was like, did I? Like, and I'm like, I don't remember
saying yes. And you would have remembered saying yes.
Yeah,
like,
I definitely didn't grab the mic. There was none of that. Ooh. And low-key, I like wish I grabbed the mic and was like, what are you doing up here? Absolutely not. Imagine? Nope.
It would have been more viral.
Yeah, way more viral. Oh my God, I wish.
No, wow. And like, and you, how old were you when it happened?
25 or 6.
So young too, like.
Yeah.
And you guys hadn't talked about marriage. You hadn't talked about.
No.
Oh, so this was just strictly for you.
It was so unplanned. I didn't like the ring like that. Like,
just real shit. Just being real.
Yeah, just being real. Like, we didn't ring shop. We didn't do any of this.
This is strictly for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
I know, right?
Do better, man. We
Crazy.
Gotta do better.
And yeah, it's funny. I actually posted something on TikTok the other day, and I posted me doing the who they came to see me just in the studio, and I was like, POV performing for my man because he's never seen me perform live with Beyonce. And people are like, I'm pretty sure he saw you live when he proposed to you. And I'm like, okay, you guys, read the fucking room.
Like, please,
read the room.
Read the room.
But everybody else is correcting it all in the comments. Like, you guys, are you idiots?
Oh my God,
your homework.
I do love the warriors that fight back for you. Like, you're getting your phone, you're like,
who are like our age.
Y'all got that. Y'all got that.
Yes, I'm like, okay, great. They got
it. Thank you, user 8946. Yes. You got that.
No, for real. Because I'm like, just liking it. Like,
you probably get crazy comments and just
I get
like
crazy stuff. The Beehive is crazy.
Wow.
Everyone knows that the Beehive is crazy.
It's a different beast. Boy.
Yeah. They will attack. They will, but then they'll love on you.
Yeah.
Like honey.
Post old pictures of you. Yeah.
But then as soon as they think something and they don't even be knowing, they think they be ready to sting.
Which is crazy that all of this is on speculation of people that they don't even know.
They don't know. They don't know anything. Nothing. They don't.
Especially with y'all. Y'all kept it real quiet anyway, so it's not like everyone else who's just blah on camera.
Yeah.
What's like the craziest online situation you've had, like where they were just like coming at you nuts?
Oh my gosh. They were calling me like a snake.
Why?
At one point, like they were accusing me of like liking demonic stuff of her and I don't know, like posts of her and saying me and her beefing because I didn't go on Renaissance and I got fired and she hates me and all these things, like literally the whole Renaissance tour until I went to the tour and she shouted out loud on her microphone, Ashley, we love you.
I died.
And then that shut everybody
over
up.
The fucking
flying. Yes. And I was like,
I would have just melted into a puddle on the ground. Like,
it was so nice. I'm like, oh, this is so fun being
so
like a
necessary.
fangirl. Like,
yeah, like for literally, like you get to heal your inner child at that moment too. Like all the things that you went, you know what I mean? Like it's moments like that. They get to like, all that was worth it.
Absolutely.
Like this is so
it's very,
cool.
Yeah, full circle.
That's amazing. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. And y'all leave Ashley alone. It's like,
I know, leave me alone, literally. But also, business. Then I did Christmas, and then everybody's like, oh, yeah, great. And then they're like, she's going on Cowboy Carter, and then I didn't, and then now it's like a whole.
Now they hate you again. Yeah. Oh no, they like you now because you went to the show the other night.
Yeah, then, yes. So I'm good.
We'll see what happens next week, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now we have a segment called Ask Dexter, where Ashley gets to ask me some questions.
Yes, I wrote some down. Wait, let me see if I remember them off the top of my head. Oh, okay. I think I do. Yes. What is one of your favorite projects that you've ever done, or most proud? Favorite or most proud?
Most proud. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Here's what I'll say. I have two. Like, I have a dance one and I have a just a TV one. Dance one, I did this Tinashe Die a Little Bit video, and it was a situation where I knew what I wanted for the video, and she knew what she wanted for the video.
The artist.
Tinashe knew what she wanted, and in the beginning, we were kind of butting heads, and I was like, no, but the song is this, and the song is this, the song is this. She sat me down. She was like, no. My song is this. And I was like, you're right. But you know how it is. You want to show your steps. You want to get all the best people in the room. Yeah. And I like really took what she said and like really internalized it. And I was like, make her vision the best vision it can be with what she wants, with adding your voice, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Your perspective
on it. Yeah. So that for me, like, obviously there's way bigger projects and stuff like that, but that one, I was proud of myself for being able to adapt and listen instead of being so selfish as a choreographer and saying what I want, what I think, what I need.
It helped you grow. Yeah, 100%. That's like 100%. A growth spurt. So that's why it's a favorite.
Exactly. Because, I work with rappers that be like, yeah, put the baddies on the stage and then do whatever, just have them shake ass. But like that one, she made me think. She really made me think, and she really made me like challenge me. Yeah.
I love that.
TV wise, shout out to Nashe. Yeah. And then TV wise, we did a reality show on Playground. It's called Playground.
That's right.
And that was just fun because there's just something that we never get to do.
Yeah,
we never get to be Dexter Carr. We never get to be. We don't. And on a network like Hulu, like we really get to like show who we are and show what we can do and just have a perspective, have a voice. Yeah. And you can like the show, you cannot like the show, but I was proud of myself for doing it.
Absolutely,
because it's not something that I would normally do. At all.
I remember seeing it. It actually looked like it was a good show.
It's fun. It
didn't get picked up for another season.
I can't say that. But, But,
okay, that's good.
I
know it like came out later than like it took a while to come out.
Yeah, so,
COVID. Okay, that's what it was.
And I'm excited to not shoot in COVID because shooting in COVID was ass.
Yeah.
Not being able to show what Playground really is. You know what I mean? Like with all the restrictions and everything. So I was proud of that.
Good. I'm glad you're proud of it, as you should be. You got to own it. You did
whatever
it. We're doing. Yeah, you did it. And then that's literally like what life is. Though it's like making what you want out of what you're handed and given and the opportunities. So
because your experience is going to be completely different than other people's.
Absolutely,
100%.
And you make the experience what you want it to be.
Exactly.
So you loved it because you made it great for yourself.
Yeah, literally. I was like, we're gonna have fun, y'all.
Absolutely,
we're gonna be on TV and have fun. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
So
as you should.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, wait. Let me think of my second one. Oh, are there any other goals and dreams that you have not been able to explore yet, but are on your list?
Yeah, I started on Broadway. I did Bring It On and then In the Heights back in New York. So when I was living there,
so you sing.
Yeah. So I would love to choreograph a Broadway show. I just would love to put. This is no shade to anybody. I would just love to see hip hop, real what we do, what we do up there, and not have it be watered down or not have it be theater. I would love to see it for real.
But you have that theater background. So
you know what I mean? I could make it look dope or whatever. But that would be really cool.
I see that for you. Thanks. Manifesting that for you.
And then I think so that Broadway show, and I would also love to act more. I would really love to get into more acting. Just I've done musical theater stuff. I've done some TV, one episodes out here and stuff like that where I played a criminal.
Do you
on
have an
911.
acting agent?
Okay, Ashley, don't yell at me.
Okay, so we're adding that to the list.
Stop yelling at me, please. No, I don't, and I need to. Okay. I need to, and you know what it is. It's just like you said, locking in and doing it. Yeah, and
talking about it. That's just gonna hold you accountable. So
on
having
the
this
internet
conversation,
now, so.
you're gonna be like, let me go look into these agents. Yeah, that's all we need.
Sometimes. But that's really it, though, and I'm really content with everything else. I'm excited where this is going. This is.
You see yourself being in LA for a bit too, right? Not going anywhere.
I love it because I've been in Miami, New York, and then here.
Yeah,
and for what I do now and where I'm at in my life, this is perfect for me.
Yeah.
I have my dogs. I have my Bronco. I'm having a good time.
Do you have?
Two.
Frenchies? Both?
Two pigs. Oh, two little piggies running around everywhere.
Yeah,
so
same.
Happy.
Same. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Enjoying where we're at right now. Yes. And just,
I feel no need to make any crazy changes or anything.
And I'm kind of not in that. I'm a hustler and I'm always going to be a hustler, but I'm not chasing as much.
It's a different way. It's a different hustle.
Yeah.
It's a different hustle.
Yeah. I'm
letting things come to you that you've manifested.
Yes. And leaning into what is naturally attracted, you know?
Because boy, we used to run back in the day. Like, what?
A run, sprint.
I can do this, self-tape this, and I can get to rehearsal. Like, what? No.
Crazy.
Now we have a segment called Slay or Nay, where I ask you some rapid-fire questions and she tells me if it's a slay or a nay.
Okay.
Vodka.
Ooh, nay now. Used to be a slay back
really?
In my day. I mean, in my 20s, I used to love me some vodka. Now, ugh.
Yeah, no. What's your drink of choice now?
Now I like a cocktail, like a mixed drink, margarita, something. Or like some kind of fancy little hibiscus something. Okay,
lavender or whatever.
Yeah.
Flea markets, like the vintage clothes ones.
Ooh, slay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, are you a vintage girl?
I like it, yeah. I don't necessarily go to as many as I like want to, but...
The aesthetic you're with.
Yeah, okay, I'm with it.
Cute.
And thrifting.
Thrifting eats, especially like at a good London? Thrift stores?
Thrifting, gotta do it.
Next time you go, Shoreditch is the area. It's like all thrift stores.
Perfect.
Fire.
I haven't been in London. Adding that to the list.
Baddies on Zeus. Are you a baddies girl?
No, but I used to watch Bad Girls Club.
Oh, so down all day.
Yeah, but I haven't introduced baddies, and I'm like, if I do, I'm gonna be addicted.
It's a rabbit hole. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Trust me, I literally did the same thing. I was like, let me just watch an episode, and then I started watching too. I said, no, I gotta.
And then you're invested
because I'm gonna be in the grocery store cussing people out.
Exactly.
And then I can't.
I know. Yeah, can't bring it on. You know, it'll just make us be like that more.
DH Gate bags, so the fake bags.
I don't even know what those are.
Yeah, so there's like a new epidemic of like DH Gate. It's like a website. You can get literally any bag like ever, a dupe.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You put me on.
Okay, right. I mean, I've never seen them in person though, so I don't know how they look, but that's what the girls are doing now. On TikTok at least.
I mean, cute. If it works and no one knows.
Hey, period.
By all means.
Coachella camping, like the real way.
God, no. Absolutely not. No, I mean, going to Coachella VIP is bad, so...
The truth finally comes out. Going to Coachella VIP is bad.
So, no, not for me.
I was watching, I was in a rabbit hole. You know, on TikTok, you used to be in a rabbit hole watching camping TikTok.
I cannot believe that.
The shower out of the...
I haven't even watched it.
There's no way.
I see, the documentaries, and that's general thing.
There's no way.
Yeah, there's no way.
The driving into the campsite and then people yelling and... No, babe. I don't got it. Aloe, the brand Aloe.
Oh, I like them. Yeah.
Love Aloe.
Cute, bougie, you
know.
Little yoga girly.
Period. Mm-hmm. Are you like a yoga, Pilates, all the things? Are you more gym?
I mean, I actually like the gym and weight training because that's what helps me gain, you know?
Right.
And I'm trying to get my little booty as much as I can.
Cheeks for the summer.
Yeah. So I like weights and stuff.
I love that.
But I'll do Pilates and reformers and stuff like that.
Janelle Janesh said the same thing. She's like, I'm in the gym. She's like, I'm lifting with the boys.
Yeah.
Said, period.
Yeah. Squatting.
Deadlifts, all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Buying designer at the airport. You know how in the international airport, it's all the things.
Yeah.
Have you ever done it?
I have done it.
Ooh.
I have back in the day. I'm not even really that into designer stuff now anymore like that. Yeah. I don't know why. I think it's so cliche, I think.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, no, everyone else is doing it. So
I'm not doing
this
it.
way.
Yeah. And then you get your own cool pieces that are your own shit that you find.
I like original stuff
I love
more
that.
than trendy, I guess.
I love that. Group dinners.
I mean, I don't mind them, but group birthdays are annoying.
Every time. Every single time.
It's why?
Even when we don't think it's going to be annoying, it's annoying.
But if it's just a group casual,
we just want to go eat type shit.
Want to go eat. I feel like it's less annoying, right?
It's true.
People throw their cards in and
everyone's still talking. Yeah. But when the group birthday dinners.
A birthday dinner is trash.
It just gets weird.
It gets weird.
Every single time.
Some people are like, well, I didn't really eat. And it's always that I didn't really eat person and I only had one drink. And
I only had one drink is insane at a table full of 15 people.
And it's someone's birthday and
What? Go to the bar and order it and then get out of my face.
If you don't want to be included, do your own thing.
Ashley, that's it. Thank you so much for coming on.
This was so fun. I loved it. Thank you.
Tell us where we can find you on all your socials and stuff.
Oh my gosh. All my socials are basically the same. Ashley CM Everett.
Period.
Instagram.
What's your
TikTok.
middle name?
Krisha Marie.
Ashley Krisha Marie Everett.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
gorgeous.
everybody like reads it as Ashley Mick Everett, and I'm
Please.
like, it's CM.
Dyslexic ass people.
Yeah,
bro.
literally. Crazy.
Thank you so much. Well, thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
You could bet that, never gotta sweat that. You could bet that, never gotta sweat that.